So firstly, Reece, welcome back to Hemel. Obviously, you were with us last season. Why was it so important for you to be at a club where you finished last season and with people that you know? Because obviously at the end of, or throughout the last season, there were a few changes for you.
Yeah, it's nice to be settled somewhere with people you know. Obviously, I finished the season here, and it's easier to be with people you know, people you've worked with and you've done well with before. And it's somewhere you want to settle for your upcoming season and hope that things will go well and you have a good season with the people that you've put in trust in and they've put trust in you.
You are obviously the man that puts the ball in the back of the net, and we did see glimpses of that towards the end of last season. Do you think in terms of some of that spell, perhaps you could have got a few more goals in some of those games?
Yeah, no, 100%. It's always best to reflect when the season's done, and obviously there was probably, I think, 7-8 games I played, and there was a few games where there were some chances that I knew I should have scored, and it's just, yeah, it does play in your mind, and you know if you was in that situation again that you'll rectify it. And obviously I came in at a time where obviously I didn't know the players, and trying to get connections as quick as you can is harder at that time of the year. But I thought we connected well with a few of the players in the striking positions and stuff. But overall, yeah, 100% think there should have been a bit more of a return. But I was happy with the contribution that I made at that time in the minimal games that I played.
Is pre-season a really key time for any player, playing your position as striker, to get a pre-season under your belt, to get a few games with the team, like you say? Is that going to be a real key moment for you to make sure that you hit the ground running when the season starts?
Yeah, 100%. It's the most important. Obviously, getting fit and doing your runs and stuff, that's obviously important as well. But you've got new players coming in, you need to build connections and relationships, and once you're on the pitch and you both know with other players what you're doing, it becomes second nature, and scoring goals will become so much easier because people know your runs, your movements, you've got link-ups and connections all over the place, and getting a good few games in pre-season and that will definitely help.
Brad and his staff are people that you know very well and you've had success with. Was that a draw for you, not just signing at the back end of last season, but also coming back this season to... I suppose it's difficult to replicate any success from one club to another, but you know how they work, they know how you work, they could probably get the best out of you. Was that a key factor in this decision for you?
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, worked with Brad previously before, and like you said, that we've had the success before. And it doesn't mean that it's just going to happen overnight, but we've had success. He knows what I bring, I know what he brings, and just speaking with what he's trying to do for next year, it sounds exciting. So it sounds like if you put it all together, it's an attractive draw. And you know, like you said, I do know them well, and hopefully the relationship we've had will play a massive part in things to come.
We've seen a few signings in the recent weeks, those that have been retained. How key are some of those players? Because they were quite influential people on the pitch, but also important people in the dressing room. Based on the players that we've had through the door so far and those that stayed, what are your thoughts on those?
It's positive. The ones that are retained, you have to retain your good core group of players, and there probably might be some more that get retained along the way. Obviously, it's still early in terms of signing players sometimes, but yeah, I think the players retained, they're good, strong players for the team, and the players coming in, it is exciting. And once you get it all together and you finalise and you've got everyone there, you'll see the shape of the team and you'll be more excited. But so far for me, I think it's been a positive as it stands.
And lastly, this week saw the launch of our season tickets. We've obviously got an early bird deal throughout the month of June. What would you say as a player to the fans that perhaps thinking about getting a season ticket? Obviously, Premier League and Championship is quite expensive and perhaps a little bit out of touch with the common fan. So what would your message be to fans that are considering that?
I think the fans should just come and get it done early. Like you said, there's an early bird offer. Should just come in, get it done. Facilities are good, going to have a good team, and we need the support, and it'll be good to get as many as we can through the door.